Hey, welcome back, everybody.
Welcome.
This is Heidi.
This is Thaddeus. This is an episode of getting into the woo of wireless.
Do you even know what the most harmful EMF or microwave radiation is at your home?
Oh my God, don't ever do that. Oh, I got a text. Oh, I'm on the internet.
Oh my gosh.
Do I need to be taller?
Yes. Oh, much better.
Oh, look at it. That's our intro. You can't call it intro if you say intro, right?
The woo of wireless.
That is an interesting title. You just read that in your email, and we're here to talk a little bit about why Thaddeus is wearing a tie.
Yeah. So did you ever think about like farm animals versus zoo animals? This is my best analogy from one of the greatest people that I used to listen to of the rewilding community, Daniel Vitalis.
Right.
So he likens humans to farmed animals and not zoo animals. So if you think about farm animals, they're bred to overproduce and very quickly be completely unhealthy, but produce a whole lot of things and then die.
Okay.
They're not put in their natural or wild environment. They're not fed their wild diet. They're fed something that makes them fat and super productive for a super short time, and then they're gotten rid of. Whereas zoo animals, they're put as much as possible in their native environment, fed their native diet, and allowed to be like they would in the wild so they can live longer and have less disease. Humans are looked at like farm animals, where we are given a leash right here, some handcuffs, and a whole bunch of ties to keep us farmed and very productive, but sick and unhealthy, because all we want is our best productive years sucked out of us, and then they get rid of us. And so we can look at all of the things around us in that same manner.
I wonder if anybody watching has ever made that connection or thought of that.
We should be more like zoo
Creepy.
animals and wild animals, like fed our wild diet, not a farmed diet to kind of fatten us up, make us uber productive, but super sick and unhealthy, and then we kind of fade away.
Then we can't get enough emails and send enough emails.
So have you ever noticed on your phone when maybe it's on airplane mode, maybe it's just sitting there and you have a conversation with somebody next to you, and then you turn your phone on and scroll through Facebook, and you suddenly get a bunch of ads for that very thing you were talking about?
Oh yeah.
So, how is your cell phone used to manipulate you? This is getting a little bit into the woo. However, Hendrikus Luce, you can look up his patents, and you can find his patents on nervous system manipulation through wireless devices and screens like these, television screens, computer screens, and cell phone screens, through the emission of a signal, a weak signal, that can come from a photo, a video, or just from your phone itself.
So it's not from playing the Led Zeppelin song Stairway to Heaven backwards or something like that?
That might be some woo too. So those patents are out there. They were created. There's a number of them. You can look them up, and they are about manipulation through wireless and through screens.
Oh.
And that's manipulating your emotions, your behavior, your actions. There's another scientist also, and he did experiments where he wired up animals' brains, and had them change behaviors completely. Then he found a way to do it wirelessly, and he actually experimented on humans. And he showed that you can wirelessly change the behavior of a human. He had them sexually advancing on the researchers by flipping a switch, or getting angry, or getting super sleepy and passive. That was all through wireless, and it's always claimed that nobody's using that technology.
No, you're safe. Don't worry.
I can't.
But it's happening through your cell phone, through your TV, through your computer screen. Like, are there other things that are?
I don't know if it's happening or not. I'm saying that exists and the possibility is there.
Okay.
I have no proof that anyone is using that.
Okay.
Of course, the claims are they aren't, but I want you to be aware that those things exist
I see.
for the public good,
Okay.
and that we need to think about that your cell phone is basically a self-imposed tracking device. Think about what a cell phone, like a jail cell, cell phone, and it has bars on it, and you want to have more bars around you, not less bars, and you can't possibly be untethered and leave the cell area. You don't want to do that. You don't want to leave your cell coverage.
And you want a smartphone. Smart board. We want smart vehicles, smart refrigerator, right?
Whenever you hear smart, as Daphne Tackover says from wearetheevidence.org, think dumb, because it's dumbing you down, it is manipulating your emotions, it's causing anxiety, it's causing harm to you, and it's a tracking device. So you are basically allowing yourself to be tracked by this GPS chip that pretty much never shuts off, ever, tracks you everywhere you go. It registers all that with the software companies that run your phone and your apps. And it's a recording device. So, hey, why don't I tell every single person where I am, who I'm with, and when I did it by taking a selfie and posting it for everyone to see. So now you're tracking yourself, you're putting it out there forever, and you're now basically submitting yourself to being tracked and surveilled everywhere, and possibly allowing your behavior and emotions to be manipulated should any of those patents that we know about, and not including the ones we don't know about,
Right.
be used in any of these devices around us and the cell towers that surround us as well. So I think those are super important things that people just need to think about.
Right.
They could be happening. We know that the Facebook and Instagram and everything else is going to use algorithms and technology to keep you drawn into their apps and services, because that's how they make money.
Right.
And that's how companies can market and sell more. So we know they're doing manipulation behind the scenes. We don't know how far it goes, if they're actually using the signals within your phone to subliminally manipulate your emotions, your behavior, and even maybe how you vote. Like, all that could be possible. Whether or not they're doing it is up to you.
Awesome. Thank you.
So pay attention. Make sure that you know that there are things that are a little behind the scenes and uncomfortable sometimes to talk about. I have no idea what's true around that and what's not true, but I know what you can find when you search, and I think you should at least do a little bit of homework and understand that you might want to put this in a Faraday cage when you sleep, like we do, so in a cell phone safety pouch, so it can still function as an alarm clock. But at night, once it's behind that Faraday cage, you can't be sending signals in or out of it to manipulate you.
Right.
So I'd highly recommend people keep that either away from their bedroom and turned off when they sleep, completely turned off, or in a Faraday cage, so that you are not being manipulated, if in case that is the fact.
Awesome. Well, that's the woo of cell phones.
Until next time.
Thank you.